Heat Hoarders podcast.
Welcome to this week's episode of the Heat Hoarders. Tap in with us on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher Radio.
You are now tapped in with the Heat Hoarders podcast. Sneakers Life Community.
It's the Heat Boy, Heat Horton Dre.
Heat Horton Mal.
Heat Horton Grincho. And happy Airmax Day. Today is Airmax Day.
Airmax Day.
This is our special Airmax Day podcast.
You feel me? If you was out there wearing Adidas today, you should get slapped.
If you was wearing
in your
anything
face
except Airmax.
You feel me?
What if you don't own Airmax?
What if you had on what?
What if you don't own a pair of Airmax?
Better have some Nikes
You
on
should
at least.
Wore Nike socks. Nah. If you don't have no Airmax, it's good. Everybody don't celebrate everybody's birthday, so you know.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
today I had to make a few calls.
Okay.
Make a couple appointments. And I contacted somebody. We got a special guest today.
Yes, sir.
Let them know who you are.
What up? This is Jeremy from Soul Supremacy in the building.
Hey.
Yeah, Soul Supremacy is in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey, before we start, I want to ask Jeremy a question. When we talked to Scott at Dunk Exchange, he told us the answer, but that podcast got kind of lost in the vote, so we want to ask you, what happened to the move for Soul Supremacy? Y'all going to Automall still?
Basically what happened is we got denied by the city of Fremont. They just said they didn't want us selling secondhand shoes out of the store, but it's not really out the store since we do eBay auctions, and basically we decided to not even deal with it, not even try to put up a fight. It's not worth it if they don't want us there, and we're just going to stay where we're at and continue to grow.
Got it.
So Newark has no problem with it.
No, they're cool with it.
But Fremont, yeah.
And just for people who don't know, let them know, what you do at Soul Supremacy, your title and everything.
Basically, I do a little bit of everything. Basically, I quote people on shoes if you're looking to sell. We buy collections, we buy, sell, and trade. We stopped doing consignment for about almost a year now, just because we were kind of running out of space, and people who had stuff to consign with us, it would be there for a while, or like, I'm not even gonna lie, there's some shoes there that are still there that people haven't picked up yet.
Damn.
We got some Kamikaze Reeboks consigned probably at like $250, and we've been trying to contact the person, like, it's not gonna move, so
Come get these things.
Right.
Yeah. And for y'all that don't know, Soul Supremacy is probably, one of the holy grails.
Yes.
of
I'm going to
Bay
put it
Area
out there.
consignment.
This is the best
holy
sneaker
grail.
boutique
Right,
in
for
the
real.
Bay Area.
Appreciate
Been around
that.
the longest.
Exactly. So it's definitely history in the building.
Okay, so let's talk about the winner of the Airmax. What was it called? Move Forward some shit.
Revolutions. No, so what it was, because, remember last year was Move Back, right?
So
It was
it was
Move Back.
like,
so
what's
this
the
year
official
was
name
Move
for
Forward.
the
Move Forward,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was on IG last night when Nike Sportswear dropped the winner,
Hey.
and the winner was Sean.
Hey.
For round 2. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to round 2. Y'all got anything to say about that before I get on my rant?
Man. Me personally, I'm Juice. That's the shoe we all wanted. It was a couple other dope shoes, don't get me wrong, but Sean's was definitely the one that had a story behind it. He's somebody who's integrated in this culture, so it definitely was it definitely got the W. Juice.
No lie. Like, his shoe was probably the only one I really just checked out and did my research on, just because I'm so used to knowing, that spot, round 2 and everybody there. So it's like, just rock with the people, So I really didn't see too much of the other ones, but for sure, I was rolling with Sean.
What about you, Jeremy? You got anything to say about the winner?
Yeah, I think his idea was dope, and this whole concept of how he just didn't go about it. He actually sat down with a bunch of other well-known people in the area and said, let's come together.
Right.
And they took their toll on it, and they made a decision, and I think it's just a great idea. Something very different from what everybody else had designed. I mean, every other person's design was cool, but it's something, too, where, we've kind of seen it before, but his was something that
Dope.
I don't think we would see in a while.
Sure.
For real.
Yeah. And with the love that he was just getting, like you said, even with the Jason Mark, doing the whole shoot of Jason Mark and doing everything that kind of surrounded it, he just got love from everybody that was integrated within it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead.
So when I first heard about the thing and I started voting, I didn't even look at the shoes. I voted for Sean. Just because. That's the homie. I'm going to vote for him. If you got 5 niggas going on a job interview and one's your homie, who you gonna pick?
Oh boy.
Who you gonna want to win?
Every time.
Your homie.
Your homie.
Yeah.
Easily.
So
Easily.
basically what I'm saying is them other people that was made shoes, they designs might have been better, might have been more innovative. They might have used some extra technology, but I don't know none of them. So I'm not picking them. It wasn't really about the shoe to me. It was about more of the opportunity for the person.
No.
And I wanted to go to the home team.
Definitely.
So ever since they first started, and I seen the development of how he did the shoe and the process and everything, I was like, if he win, we all win. Because he basically part of the same community we in.
Exactly.
And so I was betting for him no matter what.
You gonna buy a pair?
Probably won't even get a pair. I don't even care if I get a pair. I'm just glad he won.
Straight
I
up.
want
If
a
I
pair
could get a
though.
pair,
I definitely
Nah,
want a
for
pair.
sure. No pay.
They give me like
Yeah, if I
they
could
give
get
me
a pair.
like a new school thrifty feel, like a dope ass
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing. And knowing
yeah.
that's him, you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
his thing. Like they give me kind of that new school kind of thrifty feel. So I think they can be extra rough.
Yeah, I hope I get a pair, but I wanted a pair of Atmos. I didn't get them either. But that don't mean the shoe ain't dope.
We always want.
So let's talk about this. What y'all think about the guy that was coming in second, the Russian dude with the zip up 97? Did y'all like that shoe?
I didn't.
I didn't. I thought I think we had the same take on the shoe that should have been second was the little South Beach Johns. I keep calling them the little
Mexico
kind of
City.
floral print.
Yeah, the
artist,
little
the
floral
artist,
print.
the
I thought
artist.
them was dope.
Female
Like
artist.
I thought them was dope.
I liked those
sure.
too, and I liked it the 95 upper because I just like 90s. I just like 90. It was like a 90 upper with a 180 or a 360 midsole, all black.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
The
sure
all
what
black
they
ones.
thought. I liked those too.
I think they were black and white, right?
Black
Yeah.
and white.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just black and white.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
couple shoes, maybe even 3, was black and white only. So I'm like, why would you even pick those shoes?
Mm-hmm.
And I checked the Russian dude, so I did research. I'm like, okay, because remember at one time he was winning. So
He had it on lock for a good 24 hours. Like
So I did research.
For real.
I did research, like, who is this dude? I had to go check him out. I check his IG. He didn't have one picture of sneakers on his IG. He had all, like, food and stuff like that. So then I'm looking through other people's stuff. The girl that made the Mexico City one, she was dope, though, because she incorporated her art. She didn't really have no pictures of sneakers on her IG either, but her art was there. And you could tell from her art, like, she incorporated that into her shoe. Like,
Right.
so that was dope.
They
But-
probably used the dude with the food just because them foodie people be like undercover sneakerheads, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, I
fucking
agree.
sneakers, though. It's like a community within a community.
for sure.
Like you got all these other genres and everything, but everyone's tied in by sneakers, though. So let's ask this right now. Let's go around and ask. I want to ask each one of you guys, if you had a chance to do a hybrid with any Airmax upper and any Airmax midsole, what would you do?
Okay.
So let's start with Dre.
What would I pick? Definitely, I would pick a Tune bottom, and I would have to just go with like a 90 upper, just so I can kind of play with it. I'm gonna really be able to play with it, and you ain't gonna be able to tell me nothing.
You got any ideas on like materials?
I think I would incorporate something crazy like nubuck or something like that. Like if I could, like on that shoe.
Okay.
But yeah, something like that.
I think I'll go 96 upper
Okay.
with like a 180 bottom.
Okay, you like
Yeah.
air bubbles.
You know what I'm saying? Like with like a 180 bottom with the 96 upper, because like I said, 96 is my favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I probably
Yeah,
have to
everybody
go
gonna
there.
pick their favorite as the upper.
That's
You know what I mean? The upper, then
Know
you
what
can
I mean?
play with the air bubbles. You got to kind of
Yeah,
like
you know what I'm saying?
Photoshop it. And see what's going on. It's like picking a pair of rims.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but 96.
Jeremy.
For me, I think I would do something different. I don't know, but I like 93s a lot.
Okay.
Low key, so I'll probably do upper 93, and I'd probably either choose, just for comfort wise, like the bottom of an Air Max 1 or like a Lunar Line to it.
Okay.
Just so it'd be a little more on the comfier side.
Just the everydayers.
Every day, so you don't got to worry
Right,
about it.
Right, for real.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
Me, I'll probably do like a 90 with like a Griffey sole. So I gotta come different.
You so big with it.
Like a Griffey Nomo sole, something like that. And then as far as materials, I probably pick like a 3M or something. Got to have 3M in it. Every time I think about a Nike running shoe, it gotta have that 3M in it.
feel that.
Colors, I'm gonna pick green or purple.
Is that like a Toy Story theme behind it, or
Not really
Not
a theme,
really?
just the colors. My favorite color is green.
okay?
I'll definitely pick green for sure. It might even be like 5 different greens.
I think color. I'll probably go Syracuse with the navy blue and the orange, something like that, something different. You know what I mean? I'll go them colors.
One Airmax that I wonder, like, why didn't it do as well is those I just call them like the 95s. Those like
The Greedies.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Greedies, the
why
What the
didn't
95?
they? I don't feel like they did as hot as they was put. Like them is extra raw to me.
Yeah. 95s in high school, we didn't call them 95s. We called them fade 'em ups. I don't know where the fuck we got that name from. But that's what we called them. We was like, let's go get them fade 'em ups. That's what everybody called them. But the Greedies, those was dope.
Those is extra dope.
Though it wasn't dope when they first came out.
That's what I mean.
But they grew on me though. The Greedy 95s is pretty.
Nah, it was kind of solid. First came out. Them things was kind of solid. I don't know. They got slept on like that. Nah, they shouldn't have.
They definitely went on the sell racks.
Cause them things was clean.
Nah,
we
they went
on
the
IG Live right now. We got Tragic in the building. Tragic said, fade 'em ups all day. Yoon shit. we got Slumdog, Dope Boy Air Maxes.
How'd y'all feel about the Air Max that dropped?
Oh, the Vapor Max?
The Vapor Maxes.
They not for me.
I think like after looking at them like on my IG like the whole day,
That was my thing.
I was like, depending on what I'm doing, I make a flip them. But
Yeah.
if I'm just on some chill shit, no. I
Every
have to be
picture I
like
seen
doing
on
something.
the
It gotta be like
IG.
one of them days where you just out doing some shit. Yeah,
I already nicknamed the Vapor Maxes.
So what?
They the assistant coach Maxes.
Okay. Okay.
You know when you have one of them cool ass assistant coaches
That's
on
really
your
raw.
team,
Like he really
but
may break you
wants to do his
down.
Air Max every time.
He may break you down in practice one time.
Yeah, he was that.
He
was
wearing Vapor Max for sure.
Easily. Every picture I seen today with him had like zipper joggers with him.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like every picture.
Hey, like I said, you gotta really be out doing some shit.
But now too, it's a lot of shoes that I don't like, but I could pick a colorway in that shoe that I'll rock with. So maybe a new colorway might do something, but that gray didn't really do it for me.
You know they're gonna give you like a Volt colorway in them.
Oh, they definitely
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do
for
it.
sure.
Volt.
They gonna give you like all OG Air Max colorways. They definitely gonna bring that out. They gonna give you that neon gray. They gonna give you the red and white, royal and white. They gonna give you all that shit.
What else we got up?
We could while we talk about Vapor Max, we could talk about the little event they had in LA. I was watching it on people's IG Live. They had like a Kiss My Airs event
Definitely.
That looked dope.
for the Vapor Max. They had Sean out there with a couple of his Air Max on display. And they look like they motherfucking shut the block down. They look like the Dave Chappelle block party.
Yeah, 'cause they was a
They had a real deal out there, huh?
Wasn't Travis Scott
Yeah,
there?
Travis
stores.
Scott
He
was
shut
out
it
there. Yeah,
down.
they had like a
Damn.
nice
Stores.
performance out there.
That was
Everybody was
cool.
out there. I seen all type of people. Shout out to Fred Elation, Sean. The whole Round 2 crew was there. Skate was there. Who
They
else?
had a
I
bunch
seen
of
hella
people they
people out
flown
there.
in.
though.
Yeah,
They was deep too. Yeah,
were
deep.
deep.
I seen Skate in there. Skate was
sure.
in there recording everything.
Being on the fucking road, I missed all that shit.
Yeah, you tapped out right now.
I'm really tapped out, bro. I mean, you know, it's cool to get away, but
I would have drove to LA to go to that if I knew it was that big.
If I knew it was that big, yeah. But why we always get this is why this podcast was created, because we don't get no respect like we supposed to. Like, why didn't we get that event?
I mean, we get
Like
like
art,
a few
right.
events, but it won't.
We
be
don't know how to
nothing
act in the
that's-
Bay though.
yeah.
It'd have been hella niggas trying to swindle backstage. It'd have been hella blunts everywhere.
It's too much.
Nah.
It's too much hustle.
Says
Yeah,
Mr.
we-
Says
yeah,
Mr.
yeah.
Swindle.
It's too
Says
much
Mr.
hustle.
Swindle.
Everybody
we
with
went
the
at
swindle.
The real swindle.
The Will Swindle.
You know what I
Queen.
mean?
It
The
wouldn't
real
have went down in
swindle.
the Bay. It wouldn't have been a good look for the Bay.
Yeah, we got the Jason Mark cleaning today. That's
Yeah,
what
we
they
got
did.
Nike
Yeah.
Town that
So
said
we
they
got
had the
something like they
Jason
didn't leave us
Moore
out
cleaning.
completely, but
They had the custom debrays you can make. They gave out like some Air Max Golden Gate Bridge pins that was exclusive for today.
I feel like they've been doing that pin stuff with the little create your own lace locks and stuff for like a bunch of stuff. I wish they would kind of change it up and do something a little bit.
Yeah, I
different
think
and
they
give
just
us
got
something
that
better.
machine and they just bring it to every event.
everything.
Yeah.
Like whenever event's popping, they just bring that they bring that fucking machine.
Yeah, but I mean, not as a whole. Nike's always been doing like pins and stuff, but I think like to your comment, I think when we went to the box event and the Olympic foams came out, like since then it's just been heavy. Like they gonna drop something they gonna give you some type of case or some type of pin or some type of lace lock. Like you can't go empty handed with just shoes no more.
For sure. Hell no. You gotta have
There's always marketing.
accessory or something.
They're gonna give you something extra to get you in the building. It's all marketing. So what y'all think about the people that got mad about their shoe not winning the vote?
I mean, how you gonna get mad? It's a vote. You're supposed to have a following in the first place.
I mean, you got to be grateful. I mean, you've been selected for something.
Hey,
and you can't
look,
even be mad.
exactly
Like at least you could put your idea out there, and someone can be like, "Hey, you remember that time when such and such did this?" I mean, you might have lost, but at least you was there.
Yeah,
Right,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Hey,
That's
but
exactly
the shoes that lost, is those gonna be remembered though?
a couple would be remembered.
Yeah.
Like
I
next
think
year,
that-
people
I
be
think
like,
the-
"Oh, the Russian
think-
dude should have won," or
I think like the area where they came from is gonna be popular.
"Oh yeah, for
You know
sure."
what I mean? It's gonna
Those
always
Ones we
resonate
liked
there.
with the big boot with the big strap on the leg.
That was your favorite pair.
Stop.
You love the pair with the big boot thing.
I loved them, cause but if that strap come off, like those would be remembered, cause those was dope. Like if the strap came off,
I think those would have been women only probably.
They gonna come out though. That's the crazy.
Y'all
shit,
think
I
all the shoes will still come out?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
so.
think so.
I hope
You
not.
don't think so?
Like we said it too on the last podcast. Let's ask Jeremy. Do you think that all the designers got a sample?
I
of their
mean,
shoe?
that's probably their consolation prize. They probably would get like a 1 of 1 or maybe like a 1 of 5 they'd be able to give to themselves or their family members or like a friend. But as
Just
far
for
as production wise, I mean, I think probably the runner up might get something, but the rest of them might have like a small consolation prize with it.
Like the top five might get like they sample.
It just depends how Nike does it. I would say top 5. I mean, they do cool, but I mean, I think the top 2 might get more recognition than the
The top 2.
3rd, 4th, and 5th one.
Yeah.
Right.
The only other thing I've ever seen, not ever, but seen recently like that is like Pensole Academy or something like that, where people are actually getting you to vote and they're showing you samples of designs that they did. So it was kind of dope. Like Nike been trying to remix.
Yeah, they trying to be for the people. That's what I fuck with Nike.
It's all marketing. The whole just process of voting and everything. You looking every morning like who winning and all the shit. It was dope.
Jay, while you here, what is like the most rarest Airmax you've seen come through Soul Supremacy?
Man,
Say.
I'm not even gonna lie. It was probably like, I can remember this. It was back in probably last year of either, I want to say it was May or June. This cat came up and he was like, "I got some shoes to sell. I emailed you a list." And I was like, "All right, well." He got quoted and he pulled up, and I didn't know because I normally don't handle the emails. It's the owner who does, Derek.
Right.
Basically responded, and I was like, "All right, cool, bring it in." And I was going through it. I was like, "Man, there's a bunch of old school stuff. Like, I think he had like Kashima 97s and like the original Air Max that you would see. Like, he had a bunch of, like the Rejuvenation pack that dropped at like True, and it was just some dope stuff. And the craziest thing I want to say is he had about 3 different Pata Air Maxes that came through, and they were all like size 11, half, and 12, and they just went on our eBay auctions, and they went like, some people went crazy for it.
Right.
But that's probably the only time I've ever seen it. Other than that, it's always now just straight Yeezys, retros.
Right.
Same stuff
Yeah,
every day.
same shit.
Yeah, the mass production.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
Wait, so is there anybody coming into Soul Supremacy looking for Air Max?
Man, it's so different now from like when I was there in the beginning. It used to be like just straight Jordans. Jordans are cool. SBs were cool. And then it's been switched up. Now it's just Jordan 1s, Jordan 11s. I need Jordan 12, 13s. Y'all got Yeezys.
Boost.
Y'all got Ultra Boost. Y'all got all these different type of boosts. And it's somewhat changing. Like, there's rarely a person who would come in and they'll say, "I need these," or like, "I need these Air Maxes. Y'all have them." I think there's only a few people who I know who will hit me who want Air Max, and like they mess with Air Maxes. Y'all probably know Edwin. Edwin and his brother Mark. They're probably the only ones I know.
I tried to
that-
get Mark on the podcast today because
He big timing now.
Yeah, I was thinking about like we need somebody to represent the Air Max people, and I was thinking Mark, but he in
Man.
Vegas. He said he gonna come on though soon.
Yeah, for sure. I think they're the only 2 I know that really mess with Air Max and stuff like that.
I
still.
respect them for that.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
One thing I said I want to get your take on this is that the culture maybe has switched to the Boost, the Ultra Boost era, the Yeezy era, because the more so we're San Francisco, we're the Bay Area, we walk a lot. So you know what I mean. People commute a
Fuck
lot. People
that shit.
People take bar. I mean, it's a theory. I mean, I don't fuck with them that much.
Nah, let's not try to get political. Nigga, people fuck with Boost because they hyped.
To a certain extent, I'd say yes. If it's like a crazy collab, everybody want it.
Of course,
then,
yeah.
But
Any
for
shoe,
like,
though.
I would say yeah, any shoe. But I mean, I do have a certain few customers that have been like, they come in, they deal with me, and they'll sell shoes, and they're like, well, what do you want to get to? They're like, I just want these Ultra Boosts. I'm like, man, you trading all your Jordans? He's like, yeah, I'm trading. He's like, I stand on my feet for about 12 hours a day, and these Nikes are just not as what they used to be. He said he's mad that when he looked at the materials from like his older Jordans, they, you know, it's comfy for him, and then he looks at the new ones, he ripped the bottom of the insole. He's like, it looked like cardboard, and he was just disappointed. So it's more so if he just
But
wanted
some people, I think, is
comfort.
real. But for the hype, for the majority, guaranteed, 90% is for sure hype. But I think it's a good
I'm not
like
even gonna
amount
lie.
of people that's just on their feet and they like, bruh, no bullshit. This shit probably feels good. Like I still wear Freeze. Like I'm going to Prestos and
Free runs
Freeze.
and Roshis, man.
Yeah, feel me?
But
Like I'm staying real with
these
it.
people that's all Boost right now, was they wearing Roshis though?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they.
I think they
respect
ran for the
nigga-
comfort.
I respect the nigga that was wearing Roshis and then moved to Boost.
Because if they went for the comfort, for sure. Like if
Yeah,
you was
for
in that
comfort.
whole like straight when Freeze came out, all that whole movement, then I respect you. But if you just went straight to Ultra Boost,
Yeah,
like,
a lot of people was talking about Boost today, saying it was comfortable. But I had looked it up in the dictionary. Comfortable in Russia means hype.
dropping knowledge out here.
Yeah, I had looked that up. So,
But one thing I did read up on is that the Boost, I'm not sure if y'all know, like the Boost material isn't supposed to last long, right? Like for time being, like they're saying like you shouldn't be putting your Yeezys and all that shit in cases to like shrine for years and years because that material shouldn't last long.
From what I've seen, I didn't even know. Someone sent it to me via text. I forgot who it was. They told me, look at this post, and some dude had like wore his Ultra Boost for like 3 months straight, like every day, whatever he did, worked out, if it's casual wear, and the boost was like it starts to like crumble, like mold kind of look. And I was just like, I'm not sure if that would
You know
happen to other
that-
boosts, but yeah.
What that kind of remind me of the Adidas slides. They got like them little bubbles on the shit.
Yeah.
It's like those. Like I had those in college. You feel me? Wearing those all the time to class. Fuck, I ain't wearing no goddamn shoes. I'm gonna wear these for like 3 weeks straight or some shit. And them motherfucking things start coming out. So that's probably what like the same thing with the Boost did.
Fuck Boost. Boost these nuts.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been Team Nike for the longest, and I think it was earlier, probably like last year, where I didn't even try on the Boost. I didn't even want to. I was just like, I'm not with it. Like I'll just stick to my Nikes, and then I tried one on, and then I tried to use it at the gym, and I was like, it's actually not as bad as I think. And now I'm probably like 4 different pair of Boosts, but it's nothing really that I really go to it like on a daily basis. I still wear Nikes more than anything, but it's just something to switch it up from time to time.
But let me let y'all know. There's nothing wrong with wearing Boost though. This is just my opinion. Fuck Boost. But
Strong
my opinion really shouldn't count because I ain't never put on a pair of Boost. So I mean, they could be the motherfucking most comfortablest fucking shoes
I ain't gonna lie.
in the
'cause
world.
I don't have any Ultra Boost, but them NMDs though.
Comfortable,
Yes, buddy. Very comfortable. You feel me?
but to each his own.
But I'm still down with Freeze though. Like
The only
the
reason I
end of the
steer
day.
my way from Boost is because they just hype to me.
I feel it.
I feel like people get Boost because they hype.
I mean, Nike kind of got some hype, kind of comfort shoes too, though.
Yeah, and people get those too.
Like,
anything hyped.
you know,
I don't
sock
give a
darts are
fuck.
not comfortable.
Sock darts are horrible,
Sock darts are not comfortable.
and they don't run true
But
to
they
size.
might be for certain feet
Yeah, see,
though.
I don't even
Everybody
got
got
that.
different feet too. So you know it might be for the narrow feet. It ain't for my feet, my Samoan
or-
ankles. It ain't for it ain't for my Tongan feet.
So
It
we don't
ain't for
buy
me. It ain't
ones.
for big boys. But yeah, I see after all today, all the shit that happened with the all the Boost drama and everything today that I caused, I'm like, let me go get a pair of Boosts and see what the fuck is going on. I just want to try them on now just to
We're
see.
gonna have a photo shoot that boy. Put some boost on.
they'll come with you.
But honestly, yeah,
coming
like
with
you
you.
said though, I'm pretty sure it's people that's faithful to Boost for the right reason.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But if you're
And
not,
those
if,
people-
if you buying shit for the hype, that's something else. But if you buying it for the actual comfort, more power to you.
I feel it.
But
It's
I
all
think just
good.
using that Boost just on anything like them Stan Smiths.
Yeah.
Game
Like
changer.
why, like you know what I mean? Like why ruin that?
Random question for Jeremy. say 2 years ago, has the demographic age range changed in the store?
Yes, I would say so. I have a lot of, I would say more of the elderly people that have been collecting like OGs, and they always like love their OGs. It's like, well, I have like 3 pairs of the 2000 Cool Rays at home. Why would I need to buy the new one? And then I'll have more of these newer kids say, well, oh, y'all got like the 2010 Cool Rays. And then I overheard another kid was like, well, don't you want the OG ones? He was like, nah, he goes, they don't even hold up no more. They're not wearable. They yellow, they crease, they might fall apart. So it's kind of like a mixed thing. And now everything to this point I see is just all these younger kids. They want Boost. They just want Yeezys. It's the hype. They want the Pablo clothes. They want Supreme and everything with it. And it's just like, man, y'all don't understand any of the history of this or who wore this and like how did that shoe become popular. You just want it because you want
people.
it.
People do different shit for different reasons. Some people do it to be cool. Some people do it because they really like it. Some people do it to be accepted. And it just all depends on the person.
I think accepted is probably the biggest thing out there.
It is. No one won't say it's, I'm trying to be
Social
accepted at school.
Yeah, social acceptance.
Yeah, I think so too. And then people hide behind it being comfortable and all the shit. But yeah, to each his own.
Hence the movie Kicks.
right, exactly.
Exactly. What that was about. Social acceptance.
Do you guys think that Boost will be relevant in 10 years? Because y'all know what I call Boost. Boost is the Nike Shocks of Adidas.
Do I think they're going to be relevant in 10 years? No, but I think they'll have some new type of, you know what I mean? Like in 10 years, I ain't going to lie, we may be floating on shoes. No lie. So who knows?
I think that auto lacing might be incorporated into more shoes
like
too.
Standard, yeah. So
if Nike do that, they'll kill all the other markets if they just incorporate that in hella other shoes like silhouettes that we love. Like you get the auto lacing in a 90.
That'd be kind of dope.
That's pretty clean.
And that'll actually fit a 90 the best. Like that'll fit a 90. An auto lace, that'll actually be kind of dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Question though, random. If y'all had to take over a company right now outside of Nike, what company are you taking over?
Under Armour.
Hey, look, I was about to say that.
I mean, the reason because they have so many. Like, I didn't even know Under Armour had, besides just Steph Curry, they had like Michael Phelps, Bryce Harper, Jordan Spieth from golf, and it's like they got all these athletes that kind of low key been kind of doing it big for themselves in their own career, and like Under Armour's been lightweight kind of cool. They got Cam Newton too, so I mean, a lot of their stuff is pretty dope. Like I seen, like pretty much the idea behind the designs for the shoes and what they're trying to bring to it, and it's pretty. I say it's something different. I would say
they got Tom Brady.
There you go. That's
Under
what
Armour,
I
I mean. They
Under
have
Armour?
Tom.
Armour.
They have Tom Brady.
So he on Under Armour and UGG?
So Under Armour got hella people. I didn't even know they had anybody else.
Yeah, no, Under Armour got shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Right now, Under Armour's like one of the top
But I heard they just
stocks to buy in
moved.
right
But
now.
they just moved to 4th place. Puma just took over 3rd.
That's who I was gonna pick was Puma, because Puma you necessarily don't have to compete with all the other niggas going against each other. Puma, you can kind of still stay in your own lane. Like they got the Rihannas, they got Pusha, right?
Yeah.
So they got different
right.
type of people.
Pusha.
No, not Pusha.
Oh no,
Not Pusha.
who's
Was
I
it
fucking
Big
thinking
Sean?
of?
No,
Big Sean.
Big Sean, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, Puma. Big Sean got some Puma.
Oh, he got one with Puma.
He just-
so he
Puma's-
said, "Fuck Nike." I mean,
Adidas.
Adidas.
yeah, no, he was with Puma. So they got. I just feel like you could still stay in a different kind of lane without having to compete with athletic shoes or you know what I mean, hype shoes.
They got Coogee. They just did Coogee.
This how big of a dickhead I am.
Who you going? Reebok.
You know what company I pick?
I almost went Reebok.
I'll pick Adidas.
Hold on.
I will pick
Right.
Adidas.
But he gonna get in there and get rid of all the boosts.
No,
He gonna burn the Boost factory down.
No. I'm anti-Boost, kind of, somewhat, but Adidas has what it takes right now to take Nike out, just because of the hype.
Very true.
I agree.
And I mean, I don't know why I pick Adidas, but I will pick Adidas, and I'll give them that extra push. Because they could be doing a lot more shit than what they're doing right now. And it's not even all Boost. They got other shit going on, too.
Very true.
Because you said
Three
other
stripe
than
life.
Nike.
Yeah, other than Nike, yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I was Adidas, I'd bring back, like, some collabos with, like, the older models and
One
shit
thing,
like that.
all Dame shoes has been comfortable. All
I ain't had none yet. I ain't got it.
I've tried on all Dame
I've
shoes.
had all 3 pairs. I went to high school with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I
All
mean, growing up,
Dame
watching
shoes have definitely been comfortable. I haven't tried those James things. You tried them?
the James Harden ones. I tried it on.
They look
maybe
a
it might
little
have
flat-footed kind of.
I would say it's not much comfort around it, but I heard it's got like performance-wise, it's pretty decent. But comfort, I'd rather have a Dame.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adidas again. Just I think not only like with like Boost and shit like that, they clothing, their apparel is going crazy. Like that shit that I got at 12 a.m. running a little track jacket go crazy. You feel me? And that's like one of them retro things. You feel me? Then I was at Foot Action at Southland, little crew neck, short sleeve thing with the 3 stripes on. That was, you feel me? So if Boost don't sell, they for sure got.
They
that
should bring
apparel.
back like the old school Beach Street Adidas fits, but they should add the little tapered leg and all the shit.
Yeah.
for
Like
sure.
modernize it.
Yeah. They should
sure.
bring all that shit back for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Adidas could kill shit right now, but I think they'll fuck it up. They gonna fuck it up. They gonna do something wrong.
Do something wrong.
So y'all think that, okay, let's say tomorrow Kanye go to Puma. You think Boost will still be the shit?
for a little bit.
Yeah,
then
for a little bit.
it's gonna fizzle
What you
out.
think, Jeremy?
I think they still would have that same following for those loyal ones who've been with Boost, and then you'll have the newcomers that'll just start to edge on and kind of like leave it. So
Yeah, I think if any big name person went to any shoe company, it's gonna pop. It's like we said last week. If Kanye went to Skechers, would Skechers sell?
Yeah.
Of course. You know what I'm saying?
Because if Kanye put his name on anything, it's gonna be a resale value.
I think the next thing, if he was to leave, I think he might do Vans. Kinda,
Vans?
he's
Yeah.
like
I heard he said he wanted
low-key.
a Payless shoe. He wanted a Payless shoe at something like he
That
wanted
sound like something he would
affordable shoe.
because he
for
just
everybody.
want to prove to himself.
Yeah. That he can sell
I
anything.
I can
sell
put
anything.
some,
Tell that
Yep,
nigga go
yep.
sign the
But
South
can
Pole.
you imagine?
Tell that
wanna
nigga go
prove
sign the
himself.
South Pole.
I
We'll
don't
see,
break-
do
can you-
numbers, and we
But
gonna
can you
see.
imagine a big ass line outside of fucking Payless for some,
Guaranteed.
for some
possible.
Kanye
Yeezys.
shit? For some Yeezys though. You think that still look like Yeezys?
That should be a game changer.
Nah, he would have to
For
pick
real.
a model, and then he would have to he'll freak it his way.
So you gonna go buy a pair of Yeezys at Payless and walk into Soul Supremacy, look Jeremy in the eye, and ask for $400.
but see, Jeremy and Soul Supremacy, any boutique, they not gonna pay $400 unless that's the market value.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
Yeah, but the market value will be there if Kanye go to Payless.
Kanye will have the most expensive Payless shoe in the world.
If Kanye go to Payless, I bet you he go do light up bottoms.
If that happens, I'm selling all my Yeezys.
Now that's crazy though, because if he would have came out with like Yeezy light up bottoms, people would be on him.
Like the ones in the middle of the mall.
Exactly.
Man.
You know,
if,
but
if
you
they
know-
came out with real 350 Boost that had that light up bottom, people
and
would be
his
on
and
him.
his box gonna be seen to turn on the lights. that's gonna be the box. Just turn on the lights is gonna be the shoe.
Everybody will have their reason, their excuses why these is dope as fuck. But
Hell no, bro. Kanye with the Payless, bro. God damn.
all right, let's get back to Airmax because this is Airmax
Sure.
day.
Yeah.
Back to Air Max.
Yeah, what was your first memory of Airmax?
First memory of Air Max.
Yeah, like an Air Max you remember, not like the first one you got, but like a memory, like an early memory you had of Air Max.
All right, so real shit. My memory of Air Max is that my uncle and them used to be. They used to be like a mini truck club, like the little mini trucks. They used
Oh
to
yeah,
be
like the
a
mini
little-
trucks, the lowered ass pickup trucks.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
The
switches
Blade
and all
Brown
the
thing.
hella
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
So, him, my dad, my uncle, all them niggas, right? So one time they came through with some 90s. Like they was going to a shoot. They used to be the time niggas had full jean fits, jean shirt tucked in, jean shoes, but they all had on 90s, just some all black 90s. And then they handed me a pair. So that was probably the first time I remember because my uncle just handed me a pair, and then I got to be in the shoot with him or whatever. That was the
Yeah.
first little.
So they just
turf
went.
shoot.
They just went and grabbed hella pairs
Just
for
grabbed
the whole
for
crew.
the shoot, and then it was that. I'll go find a picture for y'all, but it was one of them car truck shoots, and they was like, "Oh yeah, it's time to shut the
Everybody,
block
you
down.
kicking it with us? You need one of these.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, exactly.
We all
Exactly.
gonna shine.
And then I got a cool little picture just hanging out the window, sitting in the car with the little shoe. So that's probably my first Air Max. And then after that, just starting to see different people with them on, and just appreciate, that it's a different shoe. It's just not everything Jordan. Niggas don't run everything Jordan.
How about you, Mal?
think my first experience with Airmax, probably just like Dre said, my uncle. Like this was one of the freshest niggas I knew growing up. This nigga, he didn't have like the running ones. He had the Chris Webbers, them first Chris Webbers. He had those with a whole Michigan fit. So I was like, oh, bro, what are those? Because you know when them Chris Webbers came out,
the all black things. The all black Chris Webbers?
Nah, he had it was the like blue and shit. I had to get a picture of him, but you know what I mean. He had those, and like with a whole Michigan fit. I was like, damn, them hella clean. I used to always beg, like, could I have those? He's like, you can't fit them. I was like, well, save them for me, because I need them. Yeah. So them like my first one. Then in high school, I got some some ones, some Airmax ones, and I had them on. They was black, they was white, black, and I had like a little gray in the upper or something like that. I had those, my favorite shoe. Had a hoop game and left them in my backpack at the fucking gym.
And it was gone?
Got me.
They got you?
Got me.
They took your whole bag or just the shoes?
Whole bag.
I got the next question too. Now that you didn't bring that up,
let Jeremy answer the Airmax question.
I got you.
For me, I would say probably when I was younger, my older cousin, he was big on Air Max 95, so he would always buy a bunch of Air Max 95s, and I would just sit there and looking like, this shoe looks so funny. I'm like, what's so good about it? And I would just ask me like, man, he's like, they're comfortable. I use it, you know, for everyday wear to run. So growing up, I would always have like, you know, one adventure. I'd be like, well, let me see what these Air Max do. You know, Air Max 90s, ones, some 93s, 95s, and I ended up rocking 95s, and I like 95s. So
fade them ups. So my first, well, my earliest thing I can remember. So when 95s first came out, this is back in the day when there was no internet. You didn't know what was coming out. We was like, you know, we would always go get the Source. And that was like our fashion, like our go to the store to see the calendar of what's coming out next. And I remember Mobb Deep had like a picture, and they had those Air Max on. And we didn't know where the fuck to get those Air Max. That was like one of the first shoes that came out with that neon, very first 95s. So we didn't know where the fuck we was going to get these from. In high school, we was hella bad. So in high school, Wednesday was the half day, and we go Friday. So all the other days besides Wednesday and Friday, we would cut school and go to Frisco. So we would go to Frisco, Chinatown, all type of shit, looking for just whatever. We end up finding one place in Frisco that had the 95s. It was on Fisherman Wharf. Yeah, it was a little ass Asian store, and we just end up going in there, and they wasn't even on display. We were just asking about the 95s, like, y'all got these? I think we actually had the Source magazine with us, and she ended up bringing it out. And you know that first 95 box was like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was like just the box was ridiculous. And she ended up bringing them out. And I was with my Asian partner, and he ended up buying a pair. But while I was in there, I was trying on a pair. She ended up leaving my pair out. He bought his pair, and I walked out with my pair. And I kept those for so long until like the air bubble got cloudy and they popped and everything. But that was like, shout out to Frisco, Fisherman Wharf.
The real swindler.
Yeah, the swindle continued ever since then.
I know when
I was like, everybody gonna talk to my nigga. All right. Hey, we got a new guest just popped on. Introduce yourself. It's our boy Nam. Tell them about yourself, Juan.
What's going on, man?
Got Nam in the building.
Nam.
He's sitting in on the podcast, so we're gonna ask him. He's gonna be involved in all the questions. So Dre said he got a question for us. So let him know what the question is.
My question, since he said he lost some shit, was, what's the worst sneaker-related L you've ever taken? Whether it be you done lost something or somebody got you.
We're going to start with Nam, since he just got in the building.
Man, first thing that came to mind, Red Octobers.
oh,
Red Octobers.
That ain't no Air Max, nigga.
But I'm just saying, that was...
Oh, did you say Air Max L or you said sneaker
just
L?
said sneaker L.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I remember
Shit,
that
might
morning,
be mine
that
too.
Sunday. Matter of fact, I think we were out there.
Yeah, we were out there. Was you out there with us, Jeremy?
We were out there lining up for leftover Tiffany Dunks.
Yeah, leftover
Yeah.
Tiffany Dunks.
And Nike decides to send a tweet. Mind you, I'm on my phone. I get the notification. You know, I'm sitting around talking shit. I get the notification. Instead of clicking on it, I'm showing everybody thinking thinking Nike trolled us.
Yeah, we didn't believe it. We was all out. I think it was raining too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was camped out Nike Town SF.
That's one of those moments where it was like,
Cyrus was out there with us. Shout out to Cy.
yeah.
Legend.
I don't remember who else was out there. I know me, Nam, Cy. Jeremy, you said you was out there or no?
I forgot. I think I was with Day. We was over at another sneaker spot. I forgot. We was waiting for it.
The drop of Red Octobers is like the big ass earthquake that happened. Everybody know where they was when that shit dropped.
It just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. But everybody know where they was though.
And like I said, instead of clicking the link, y'all get this?
I remember you told
In
me.
that split second.
Like, nigga, why you telling me you supposed to be tapped in?
That split second was all it took. You got to be quicker than that.
All right, Jeremy,
Who
what's
else?
yours?
Jeremy.
Man, the biggest
Hey, and
L.
FYI, Hoff got his. He was sitting on the toilet.
Oh, he was taking his shit.
looking
I'll
at
never
Twitter and it
forget
just
that.
popped up.
He won though. He won. He
did
was
win.
at the right place at the right
I think
time.
he said he jumped right off the toilet, no wipe, and ran towards the Wi-Fi.
No white boys.
Man, I think mine was back in high school, it was junior year. I was at Oakland High. This was when SBs was still popping and people messed with like ISS and Soul Collector. And I ended up getting a pair of the purple Avengers, the patent leather ones. And I wore them the next day. And the teacher flung open the door, and the edge of the bottom of the door scuffed the whole right side of my shoe. And I couldn't believe it. And he just said, "My bad." And I was
My bad.
I was
I would've seen him
so
in the
frustrated.
parking lot.
I walked off school, and that was that.
My biggest L, my biggest sneaker related L, I'll never forget it. It was DB6s worn once or twice, and it was skunk dunks for $5.50, and I didn't jump on them. It was a package deal. I was trying to get the skunks only, or I was trying to get the DB6 only. He was like, "Nah, I'm not going to split them up. I'm not going to split them up." But $5.50 for both, and I didn't jump on it.
How long ago was that?
This was like, I want to say, this was maybe like 2 years after DB6s came out.
But the crazy story is DB6 sat at Nike Town, and they went on sale.
Yeah. All DBs before DB3 set.
Yes.
All
That's
DBs
correct.
before DB3 set.
That's crazy. Mine probably was back in high school too. Little random story. Maybe not my biggest L or whatnot, but just something I remember always. So, first game of hoop for the season. I went to St. Liz freshman year or whatnot. So first game of hoop seasons, I said, "Fuck it, I'm pulling these 17s out the case. 17s. Got in the game. 2.5 minutes. Not even balling. Nothing. I'm an intangible type of guy. I bring shit like toughness to the game. You know, I set real good screens. I'm not out there putting up buckets and whatnot. So I'm in the game. I'm feeling myself. So I come out the game. I look down. Shroud's gone. Oh, Shroud nowhere on court. Nothing. Like I stayed at the gym a good 30 minutes. One Shroud though. Just one single Shroud.
So you found, one fell off, or you both fell off and you found one?
I both fell off. I found one. One was sitting right underneath the chair I was under.
Okay.
One gone. Till this day, nothing was the same.
I think biggest L I took, the playoff 12s. I'll never forget this shit, because my partner called me. He was like, "Bro, we got to go now. It's about 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, "All right, let's go." And mind you, I'm in a small town in Louisiana, so I would think ain't nobody about to get this shit. Get up there, hella people in line. I'm like, fuck. All right. So now
These OG playoffs or retro?
they retro. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. We sitting there. My other partner pull up. He played football. Captain of the football team, quarterback. This nigga pull up big ass bottle of Ciroc. So we sitting there getting toasted. You feel me? Getting hella saucy out there. Fuck around. Make a long story short, they get up, open the door. And all of a sudden, hella people just start driving in. They walking straight in. Fuck everybody in the line. They just walking straight into the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker come out, the manager. He's like, yeah, 9 through 12 gone. You motherfucker. I'm hot, bro. I'm like, 1 o'clock, dog. I'm like, nah, y'all owe me something, bro. Then everybody just coming out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, fuck that. Then my partner, he ended up going to like some other small little city and end up getting them. I said, bro, I could choke you, dog. Don't come in here with that.
I think we all experienced that. I think we all experienced waking up early, getting in the line, and not getting the shoe.
Man, those were the good days.
That shit is
That's how I met this nigga now.
I think the first time, like, again, I don't know Rich like y'all know, but the first time I seen Rich though did be grimy. Did me so grimy at
Same here.
At, what is that? It's San Mateo. Premier. San Mateo. Did me so grimy, bro.
What shoe was it?
That's how I met him too.
Like had
He
like,
cut me in line.
Hey, like had 3 little homies in line in front, cop all the sizes, throw them in the truck, and I'm like, do y'all not see this? Like going on?
Shout out to
It was
Rich
an 8.
+6.
I don't remember what color. I don't remember what color Ray, but
Rich
shout
was
out,
supposed to be here too. Shout out Rich.
shout out Rich. But it was it was an 8.
I met
forgot
Rich the opposite.
You got him.
No, he had me. He looked
probably in front of you, nigga.
Nah. Rich looked out for me. I think it was DB5s. It was a fat ass camp, and I got there hella late. And you know when Rich pulled up, he got hella chairs. His girl coming, his cousin, everybody. Somebody did end up coming, so he let me get that spot. And that's how I got my DB5s, and that's how I met Rich. I seen him at a camp out before that, but that's how I met him. Start chopping up with him and everything.
That's who he was with, like a girl in it. Like okay, so it was lit.
I'm not even gonna lie, like back then when it was like Nike Town, there used to be like a select group, and it would just be like the same people camping out, and it would be like, it would just be crazy because we all end up winning. I would say majority of the time.
Yeah, we all
would
looked out for
end up
each other.
winning. It was crazy.
And we all won. Shout out to Brooks, Kev, Sonny,
Cyrus,
who else was out there?
Day was out there. Matt,
Naka. Everybody was out
almost
there.
everybody was out there. Yeah.
Everybody. Who we forget, man?
Who else we get? Jizza.
Yeah.
Jizza, what size cousin? Little nephew?
Nephew. Little nephew. That was Neff.
What was
Who?
dude that always be in the front, big black cuz. I forgot his fucking name.
Oh, Drew.
Yeah, Drew. Drew would
He
be
was
there
out there.
early. We would just have a selected few where we would just all be out there.
Y'all was hella lit.
Man, it was crazy.
It was
Like,
whatever year that the fuck was that Kobe
the
Preludes?
Preludes.
That Prelude pack, we had like a motherfucking camp out every weekend. But shoes before that though, it leading up to the Prelude pack, but we would like race out there, see who hold it down first. But basically, we all got a pair every time, all type of shoes. It was like Oregon foams. It was all Prelude pack. I forgot what 11s came out that year. I want to say Gammas, all type of shoes. We would just Soul Collector gloves.
Yeah.
Just we just camp out for hella shit. The Shooting Star pack, and it would just be all of us. And then we came up with the swindle for the leftovers.
Man.
So they would do the Nike RSVP on Twitter, but all the shoes that didn't get picked up and everything, those was basically the leftovers. So either later that day or the next day they would let the leftovers go.
What about the list?
Oh, yeah, we
man.
used to
San
swindle.
Mateo at Hillsdale when they first opened the HOH, and they had What the Kobe 8s.
Yeah, what the Kobe 8s.
And I'm not even gonna lie, we showed up hella late, and
We made our own list.
We made our own list, and security
Right.
guard was like,
He went
"Well,
with
he's
the
got a list." And then somebody in the back I didn't know was like, "There is no list. I work here." And he's like, "I gotta go off the list." And we got in, and we all got in and
We
out on the
threw
way
hella
out.
people's name on the list
Because that
wasn't
was the
even
only-
there.
That was the only order that they had. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either that or it was chaos.
It
Oh
was.
yeah, Kale was out there too.
Oh,
Kale
yeah,
and his brother.
I feel like that's a slept on like topic too. Like the list, like it's
Man.
a slept on topic for a lot of like if you really in the game, like yeah, you need to get there because it's a
Yeah.
list. So you feel me? It's everybody playing fair. So
Like,
kinda
even
let
if
you
it
know, it's
ain't
a
a
common
list,
courtesy.
Even if it ain't a list, you just bring up
You
that
just-
list.
Yeah.
It's a list.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Y'all don't know how long we've been here. It's a list. We got
What
people
about the-
going home, coming back.
What about the list that Rich made and he printed it out for
Oh,
for Tiffany Dunks
At where at
at DLX?
yeah, DLX.
Hey, look, this brings back the topic we was talking about earlier. While we don't have a lot of events in the Bay right here, because we go swindle
Look,
the
we
gigs
said every time the
for
Bay
real.
is a little
But
different.
you gotta get it how you live.
Hillsdale was real slept on.
Yeah,
I
it
used to
was
sleep
slept
at the, I worked at the sleep train right there in San Mateo. So I definitely was just always, hey, what y'all got? Oh yeah, let me slide down the street.
I want to say Hillsdale only used to have like one shoe store until they got that House of Hoops.
Yeah.
And then it was lit.
I think they messed with us just because they knew it was the same.
Yeah, they
group
knew
of
us at
people,
Nike
and
Town.
we kept
Everybody
it peaceful
knew us.
and we
They
didn't
knew what
start
we was
nothing,
doing.
and it was just easy.
I want to say the people that publicly publicized they were reselling the shoes kind of fucked it up for us.
Man,
Like these niggas here early every time to get these shoes so they can fucking resell them. Now Rich used to be on the under though. He wouldn't tell the workers that he getting these shoes so he could resell them. But it would be like some people that would come out there every now and then like, yeah, I'm here for this and I'm going to resell them. So now the workers, every time they see our group, they like, look at all these fucking resellers out here.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, exactly.
shout out to Nike Town SF though. They
Shout
did
out
their
to Nike.
thing.
We need them campouts back.
We need
I
those
met a lot
campouts.
of people off campouts.
Danielle, where you at?
Oh yeah, yeah.
What about who's the manager again? What's his name? Yeah, it was Garza, I think. We were camping out one time, I think, because then the word on the street was they were getting a restock of DB3s, and basically they did have them. One of my homies worked there. He seen it in the stock room, and we was camping out, and he came out and said something like, "Y'all ain't getting shit," and he was just hella heated, and we're like,
You're
all
like,
right.
why y'all out here camping out? We don't have
Yeah.
nothing for y'all.
But it's crazy because that's how all those DB3s later popped up at San Leandro, the Nike clearance
At the
store.
clearance store.
They all got recalled there, so they knew
Speaking of
what's up.
DBs, who was at the DB5 camp out?
I was there bright and early, and they all laughed at us.
So that's when Nike Town they did like
They reopened.
They did some remodeling. They moved the store to the smaller spot.
It was up
down
the street. It was up the street. The post on that corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when they dropped the information for DB5s, you see all the Nike towns that was gonna have DB5. San Francisco was on there, but then later got deleted. So everybody automatically assumed like, oh, when they open a new store, they're gonna have DB5s. And then when the word was official, we was out there camped out for probably like, I want to say we started probably like 8 the night before,
Yeah,
and they were supposed to open at a certain time.
and
But
they were delaying it.
They delayed it to like, I want to say to like past noon.
It was like 2:00 in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
2:00. Nobody was moving. We just looking inside. They putting up fixtures and all type of shit. We like, when the fuck they gonna open? And then they come out, hand out wristbands. Wristbands was basically just your number in line. So when they open the door, they go by the numbers in line. And then they just happen to have DB5s.
And they had the
And Mama Kiri.
Mama
Yeah,
Curio
Mama
8s.
Curio.
That was the win. And it was funny when people was driving by saying, "What you guys camped out for? Oh, they about to have DB5s," and they're all like, they just laughed and drove off. I'm like, all right.
And there was like a lot of people camped out. A lot of people came in the morning. Yeah, and still got wristbands. And then there was still people with no wristbands that still got pairs.
Damn.
So DB5s, we got blessed at Nike Town. And then,
Dope.
was it the next day that somebody said they're going to have DB3s?
I don't remember.
I want to say it was like the next day somebody said it. I want to say it was Psy. Said they was going to have DB3s, and we camped out, and they didn't end up having shit, but like a couple leftover Fear 4s.
And I took a L that day too.
Where was you at?
I decided to be a responsible adult and go to work.
Hell no. I called my boss and said, I got an emergency.
You know what I mean? And I don't even work there anymore, so that's the cool part. So whenever there's a drop, I hope none of my future employers are listening, but I am not going to be able to make it.
That's how it was. People was taking
Yeah.
off work to be in that line
to
with
really
us.
be there.
I think being out of state really fucked me up from like missing like sneaker drops and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not big in Louisiana. You feel me? Like niggas still buying shoes. You know what I mean? Them fake shoes at the liquor store and shit, thinking it's cool. So it was like, so you feel me? So I couldn't get none. You know what I mean? Then I didn't really know websites to go on. Like, granted, I could get on like Pick Your Shoes or something, or Sneakerhead. You know what I
Pick
mean?
Your Shoes was dope. You buy 2 pairs and get whatever free shipping if you order 2 or more, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That was the
I
win.
got some Airmax. Well, no, not some Nike SB the 720s. off pick your shoes for the low. So I was like, oh yeah. So I had always had that. You feel me? That little access, but I couldn't meet nobody being out of state on those niggas.
Out of town is different because it's like it's not your hometown, so you really don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Because everybody do that shit different. You don't know if they got a list.
Yeah.
You like, should I make my own list? Put my name on the top. I've been here. You know,
it's like I was in a small ass town, so you feel me. Granted, they had like a little Hibbett Sports it's like our Big Five or something like that.
Yeah,
and they had shoes, but then like the nearest mall was like an hour north and an hour south. So it's like, you know what I mean? Do you really want to make that drive for some shit?
Yeah.
You feel me? They had some shit here or there, give and take. Like they had I want to say the red foams. They had those. Missed out on those. Couldn't get a ride to get out there. You feel me? So it was bad out there. So I missed out on a lot of shit being down. So if I ain't gonna even front.
While we talking about that, I want to give a shout out to all the people in New York because these motherfuckers camp out in the snow.
Yes,
I done seen
level.
tents in the snow.
Another level.
The elements is real.
Yeah, for real.
in New York.
They savages. I give it up to them. I don't know if I can hang with them.
I've been out there. I went out there last year, and it wasn't even like snowing. It was how it was today. It was like light rain and shit like that. It was cold to like the extra level, bro. Like they wind chill is a motherfucker. Like it was like 48. I'm thinking it's like a Bay Area 48. Like, oh,
There's a whole different 48.
You know what I mean? Throw a little North Face on you straight. No. You need a big ass puff coat out there.
You need a scarf and all type of shit,
You know what I mean?
ski
Like
mask and all type of shit.
For real, bro. Like they rain felt like sleet or something, bro. Like it was like, damn, it's about to start snowing out this motherfucker. How cold it is out here, bro. Like no, try to put on a little jean jacket. That shit got ate up.
Yeah, but see, they live out there, so they used to that shit. So I think that's why they can tolerate it. But shouts out to people in New York that be camping out.
The one time I think I did camp out of state, I was in Seattle. It was the year when the Kobe Grinches dropped on Christmas Day, and it was crazy. Like, I have family in Seattle, so I go up there every other Christmas just to visit some family, see what's up. And I have a few cousins up there that still buy shoes. Right. And I'll never forget, it was at South Center Mall, House of Hoops. They had 16 pairs of Grinches, and I was thinking, like, oh, it's cool. Like, you know, I'm used to this. It's cold. Short and T-shirts, I'm out there, and, man, I regret it. But the crazy part is the security guard out there didn't want us on basically the site. He said you had to be off site, and he made us park like all the way over on the other side. And I was like, all right, well, you know what, I got some Airmaxes on, I'm good. Everybody else probably in Jordans, they might not want to crease her, but I'm about to take off running when he says it's good. so I get out the car and I stand on the sidewalk waiting, and everybody looking in the car like, what's he about to do? And the security guard sitting in his car gets out and says, you're good. So everybody start hopping out the car. I took off, and I'm in the door first, like right there waiting, and everybody ran after. And he said, hold up, everybody gotta go back. Y'all not supposed to run. So I was like, oh, he's just trying to do this on purpose, so you know it wouldn't happen. So he made us reline up again, went back in his car, and an hour later he got out. And then after that, people started to walk, and I said, well, shit, he ain't say nothing about power walking. Straight power walk to the door, and I was second in line, and that was that.
Straight up.
See, when you from the Bay, you just got that extra.
Hey,
When you from the Bay, you just got that extra in your step. You know, you gonna wiggle to the front no matter what it
the
is.
sad part, my cousin ended up being the last person that didn't get a pair, and I was like, how'd you not get a pair? You supposed to follow my lead.
Right, for real.
Or was he too cool like me?
Follow the leader. There ain't no talking. Just follow the leader. We all gonna get a pair if you just follow.
Yeah.
How essential is it to have a store plug?
Man, nowadays I think it's a little bit tougher, but back then,
for sure.
Back then I think it was real easy to have like a store plug that would kind of mess with you, or if you knew someone, like you're a consistent customer with them. And I think for them it helps them if you take some of like the stuff that doesn't move too. Yeah. So you kind of like buy certain stuff that they normally don't sell with the stuff that does sell. Yeah, it kind of builds that. All right, well, I'm gonna mess with you because you helped me out in both ways, not just taking the release day stuff. So
yeah, like the shit that damn, I can't even think of the store. Not Sheik's. What's the other store? Nah, the other
Georgia?
fucking. I can't even think about it right now. I'm so on right now. The fucking shoe store. Shoe Palace, nigga. Damn. Shoe Palace. Remember Shoe Palace would have you buy the shoe, but you would have to buy. You would have to buy like a Jordan sweater or something
or
extra
some
to get that shoe.
Yeah.
It's just like that. You buy that extra shit. And what I always tell people, when you get that plug, make sure you always get the shoes. Like, say you got a plug for a pair of shoes, but you get it from somewhere else. Go pick up that shoe anyways, because once you stop fucking with your plug, or he do hella extra shit to reserve a pair for you, and then you don't get it, might not be good.
Because you don't know what he went through to get you.
It might not be good next time.
You don't know what he
if that's the case, you don't deserve the shoe. Like, you don't deserve the plug.
Keep your plugs. But like Jeremy said, the plugs right now, since
It's
everything
tough.
is so hype,
It's
they
just
got
tough.
people offering them money, extra money for show. Back then, it wasn't extra money. It was just like, that's my boy. He gonna take care of me. It's all good. But once that resale, that shit went up, people was getting extra money all day. So it's like, is you gonna beat the extra money that I'm about to get? We ain't that cool.
What dropped yesterday?
What dropped?
What was it? Was it Airmax, the Master ones, and
Master
Motorsport
ones.
4s?
Garbage.
Motorsports.
Master ones, garbage.
Shut up.
I think the concept is dope, though.
That concept could have been way better.
It is.
They
but
got like a what the
what
they basically did was
is nice, bro.
they did a what the Air Max 1, but only on like the mud flap. What the fuck is that shit called?
What the everything? You're gonna see a what
Blood.
the.
But they could have really freaked the Masters though. They could have like
they could have.
they could have did like a really what the Air Max
Things
1.
is wrong.
Each panel separate. screws,
Exactly.
all
Each
that.
panel like a what the
like
dunk.
a what the dunk?
Yeah,
But you know what? If they would have did that,
it'd have been too hype.
resale would have been a rack.
Yeah.
With all the shoes they used.
It would have been fucked out the game. Nobody
What you
would
think resale gonna be?
What do I think? What?
Resale gonna be?
Resale for Masters? Well, shit, ask Jeremy. What's the market for Masters right now?
Market, I mean, anything that drops like a week or two, everybody's willing to pay the high just because they want to get it.
Yeah,
if you want to
exactly.
get it, I would say always wait it out. I mean, always fluctuates up and down on the market. I mean, I've seen pairs as high as people trying to get off for $5, but I've never seen anything complete at that. I've seen consistently anywhere between like $350 to like $4, if not a little over $4 for bigger sizes, because I heard bigger sizes was hard to get, like in the 12 and
So
13s.
if I came into Soul Supremacy tomorrow with a pair of Masters, how much would y'all quick cash them for?
I just gotta double check to make sure. See what I usually give it like the weekend to see what they do,
Yeah.
and if it's still all over the place, I can't offer anybody something because I don't want to offer them something too high or too low.
Too low.
I just try to be accurate with it.
How do you guys feel about StockX?
I don't even know
Crazy.
what
The crazy
StockX
thing
is.
is the owner, Derek, actually knows the people who started up StockX, and they actually flew him out and had a meeting with him. So I mean, they're cool people. Like,
Wait, y'all
they're pretty
explain StockX for people that don't know about it.
So StockX is basically the stock market of shoes.
Okay.
So you can go.
So
in
what?
there.
You could go on StockX.com
You can go on their website and
and
see
they'll
what
let you know.
they can basically tell you the last pair that sold in a certain size, and they'll tell you the price and what it sold for.
Exactly.
And you can go on there and it'll show you even like eBay auctions, I think, that completed and sales. So they take a little bit of everything.
So how accurate is StockX?
I think dead on.
I think
It's pretty accurate.
they're pretty good.
It's,
I would say with
pretty
it.
good.
Are you looking at StockX before you
Me?
offer anything?
I don't.
Well, I was looking on there to buy, and I noticed that like the way that it works is it's a little bit like eBay. So you put down a bid that
right.
you're willing to pay, and then obviously there'll be other bids that are higher than you. So when these sellers post that the prices that they're willing to take, then it goes down the list. You know what I'm saying? Or like, and then when everybody else that's willing to pay more gets their pair, then it comes down to you. And if a seller out there somewhere in the world decides that they'll take what you have to offer, then they'll send it through, and I guess you get your shoes within like a month. I think that's what Rich said.
I don't know if you guys heard, but a lot of people have been hitting us when they come to the shop. Oh, why? They like to compare their prices to GOAT.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah,
crazy,
dope.
but GOAT is something where it's nothing consistent. It just kind of fluctuates based on what someone's willing to pay. And if, like, so you can see, like, oh, they're willing to offer this much for that size, I can take it, and they take a fee and they just sell it. So I think GOAT's pretty cool too, but a lot of people say they have issues with shipping their shoes in and getting it sent back for like some various reasons. But
So I can't get on StockX and just lowball everybody.
I mean, if you want to,
Want
you
to,
could
yeah,
you could submit
'cause
your
will
offer,
I
but
be-
I don't know who might
Ain't
take
nobody
it.
gonna holler at you.
Would I be successful though with the lowball
Nah, you somebody for like
with
flip.
$2 below retail?
You heard a flip? Yeah. You
I've
like
heard
a
a flip,
flip.
yeah.
You like a flip, dude. yeah. You like what a flip dude. You get in there, try to lowball somebody. What is it, like a minute or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the minute auctions.
Yeah.
I think I hollered at dude. I met him at Prestige. I think his name is Kamar or something.
Yeah. I read his article. His article was actually dope.
I was there when he was talking
recording
to Naka and Day about the thing, and shout out to Prestige. And yeah, he was telling me about the whole little rundown and everything. I think he was headed to LA or something about,
that's dope.
Some business meetings and shit. But he hit me recently too. I think they was doing like a Yeezy giveaway, but I seen the message late and I couldn't, help him with the promo. But yeah, shouts out to Kamar, the Flip app. Hope that do good. Today is Sunday, so what about Sleeper Sunday? Who want to go first?
I would say probably slept on is, I would say Motorsport 4s that dropped. They're not that bad, in my opinion. I think they got the same shoe down.
It's
that
still
sample
online,
pair,
right?
it's still online. There's still every size sitting. It's just missing the little, detail to it, which made it sell for like a crazy amount of, price. But I think it's a shoe that it's going to be in the future a pretty clean colorway. It's simple.
So what if a nigga just had like the laser machine and they just lasered the Spike Lee joint on the heel of all the motorsports, the recent retro?
I think a customizer might do that. You never know. It might just pop up.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Somebody, my partner asked me about that.
600.
My partner asked me about that. If they had the Spike Lee on, I was like, nah, it ain't no Spike Lee on there. They just
I think the shoe, I want to just say this first thing that came to my mind was the little GS6 that just dropped.
Which one?
It was like white and black. It looked like the Motorsport 6.
Yeah.
But it had like teal or something?
Yeah.
I think that was kind of slept on. I think them was clean.
I don't think I've seen them.
They get like, we get GS shit all the time and they all slept on really unless you GS.
GS, yeah.
Right.
But that one stood out to me. I think that was a dope shoe that nobody, I don't think, got.
I think the Royalty 4s, those were a very nice shoe. Very nice. They sat for a while. I don't know if they're sold out now, but I was able to.
I think the only size available, I checked last time, I bought 3.
Like 22?
It was like 10, 10.5, and 11 that are on the website, on Nike store still.
Yeah, so I was able to get mine for a pretty good price, I would say.
Yeah, I think, Royalty 4s was slept on.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
talked
I
about
wish
that last podcast.
the suede was a little darker and not as ashy as, what I'm saying. But I like them.
We always get hit with that ashy. We always get hit with that black grape ashy.
I'll have one random shoe I was looking at because I think Easy had them. If you're not able to get on your acronym hype, like those utility Prestos, like those utilities, like I think those are kind of slept on. If you get the right colorway, maybe not the one with the big leather at the top, but a couple of them was kind of raw to me. I think them was slept on.
Yeah, if y'all got any questions on IG Live, hit us with the questions. We're going to answer them right now.
I think it was the I want to say it was the 95 like boot. I think that was.
Yeah, they have a boot like a.
I think
That
it
shit
was
garbage.
Man, damn, he couldn't even get it.
Can you get it out?
I think it was the.
This nigga said a 95 boot.
But look though, hear me out.
Okay.
It wasn't like the black. I think the black ones was trashed because they looked too much like a boot. So I thought that shit was weak. But I think it was like they were like brown. They're like brown and had like purple or something on them. They kind of reminded me of like an ACG or something.
Yeah.
So that's, you know what I mean. So that's why I thought they were slept on because they still look like an ACG. Where so goddamn 95 or something like that. Like I said, them black ones was trash.
This nigga said the 95 boot.
Hey.
This is the type of nigga that wear the phone posit boots. You got the phone posit boots?
Hell no.
The 95 boot?
Hey,
I gotta show you.
I'm just
Like I
fucking
said,
with you because I don't even know what you're talking
I
about.
was say they look like an ACG to me. That's why I said them. I like ACGs. You know? ACGs be going crazy.
We got S.Chris on live. He said, "What do you guys think about Adidas releasing all these pairs and restocks the day before Airmax Day?"
I think it's a smart thing for them marketing wise because like Nike, they drop like a bunch of stuff but they don't restock unless it's like a few random restocks online. But you see the size online is like 16, 17, 18. You're like, this is the restock. But I think they do it just so that they make sure all their stuff sells out and then they drop it again for the people that couldn't get it and it'll keep selling out. They've just been doing that consistently. So it's smart marketing where it's like nothing sits on shelves to whether Jordan just mass produces it because they know they're going to meet their numbers, and they'll still have shelf sitters, but they'll still have those loyal people that still buy Jordan retros.
Yeah.
But I think it's all from like a marketing scheme, and
I've been
it's
thinking that's been their
perfect
tactic
marketing.
too.
It's perfect
Yeah.
marketing. And I think that's why Boost do so good too, because they know they got millions of pairs, but they only gonna release a certain amount at a
Oh
time.
no, I said I wear them. That's like getting them utility Prestos. Yeah,
Yeah, they finessed it. Wait, that's what he was talking about?
yeah.
Yeah.
Garbage. I keep bringing up this garbage. Garbage.
That's cool. I'm in them.
Yeah, but nah, Adidas smart marketing for the all the restocks and everything before Airmax Day. They kind of like try to shit on Airmax.
Yeah.
It's like Airmax doing something, let us do something.
but it's dope though how they have Air Max Day now. So it's like Boost can be Boost, but Air Max Day got an
Ain't
official
no
day
Boost
for it.
Day,
Oh, yeah,
bitch.
for sure.
Ain't no Boost Day,
That's what I
bitch.
said. There is
They're
not
gonna
gonna
come with something.
Ain't no Boost Day.
They're gonna come with 3 stripe life.
Boost are
Day.
irrelevant. Ain't no Boost Day. Ain't gonna never be no Boost Day. If there is, then I'll bite my words. But ain't no Boost Day anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Watch, they don't try to do like a month. They're like, oh, okay, y'all want to do a day? We'll do a month.
Boost got to be around for at least 10 years to get their props.
You know, they'll
You
try
waiting
something. I
on-
mean, I feel you, but you know, they still gonna try something to get that money.
Yeah, they got to. It's
You waiting on
marketing.
that
Well, I was hearing. I remember reading something that that Dev put up. Shout out to FBCC about the Boost material expiring after 10 years or so. So you know, like some of these OG shoot, you know, like in about 10 years, everybody that got all these Boosts, you know, obviously is not going to be able to wear them. The Boost material, I guess, comes apart like styrofoam. Like,
Yeah, we was just talking about that
like
earlier before you
crumbles or
came.
something.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
So ain't nobody pulling out Boost in 15 years talking about these OG Boost.
Hell no.
Y'all caught up in the hype. Ain't no fucking Boost. Ain't no Boost popping.
what
these
you
Adidas
mean?
socks.
I mean, I gotta see them really do something. Boost just basically started.
Yeah.
Like, how long is Boost gonna be around?
What J have you worn from 15 years ago recently?
It's gotta be from 2001 or what? 2002? 2000? Anything?
So you got something.
You got something,
You
though.
got something for sure.
Yeah.
I wanna
But how
say-
are they feeling?
I want to say
No,
12.
what did you wear to your son's the
Those 11E, those the low ones.
is that the older one or that's
That's the OG one.
That's the OG one.
Yeah,
Okay,
that shit,
yeah, that's the one.
Whole soul came off, all type of shit.
See, that's what I'm
But
saying.
there you go. Hey, but look at this how it go with shoes though. If you got an OG shoe and you just letting it sit, it's gonna crumble. But if you wear it every now and then, it'll
gonna be
survive.
Yeah.
It'll definitely fucking survive. Yeah, knock in the building. He said depends on the materials they choose to use. I hope he ain't talking about Boost though. Boost ain't using the right material right now. Cause everybody keeps saying that them motherfuckers is just going, they not gonna be around. And Boost is kind of like the opposite.
Yes.
If you keep wearing them, they just gonna get fucked up.
For sure.
A
Somebody
Boost
has
probably,
some
if you let it
Oxfords.
sit in a box for 15 years
Somebody
and pull it
has
out,
some Oxfords in a box right now at their house.
Man.
Your fucking ankle trying to break your fucking ankle trying to run in a hard ass boost or something like that.
The crazy
Trying to
thing
let that
is,
motherfucker
I seen a dude yesterday at 24 on High Street. He was hooping in Yeezys, and then he took it off, and he switched to an Ultra Boost. And I feared for him so much 'cause I thought he was gonna break his ankle,
Oh, yeah,
roll
he's
his
gonna tear
ankle.
his whole ankle off.
But he was cool, and I just like, hey, more power to you. But I would never.
He came out there trying to stunt.
yeah, I think people that wear Yeezys to ball, they just stunting really.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like, is
Right.
Yeezy a good shoe to ball in?
Have you ever seen Kanye take a jump shot, my nigga?
You would come down and your ankle just.
But Kanye, one of them niggas, he can't even throw a football. You know, you got them niggas that just ain't athletic
At all.
Kanye ain't playing no sports.
He about to hear this and come with a running shoe at your ass.
Kanye ain't got no motherfucking sport.
How
If
do y'all?
that nigga's the type of nigga you have him like opening day, throw the first pitch. And he,
Why he thought
and
that wild thing?
He'll land in front of the plate or over the fucking back
that,
catcher
50
head.
that 50 cent throw?
Yeah, exactly.
That was bad.
Exactly.
that was horrible.
That's crazy.
How do y'all feel about like PEs and samples? Just like a random topic,
The older ones, is-
like the old school, like the
the older ones.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
feel
sure.
it because like
Classics, I
history.
fuck with
Yeah,
But the new PEs, I don't know.
Now, old PEs had, I mean, the new PEs is gonna be history to the young kids, so that's one thing. But old PEs have way more history. Like when you find out shit about Michael Finley and all type of shit like that, shit that's really interested me. You know what I mean? Is growing up, because outside of that, if you wasn't on basketball, you wouldn't even know. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And again, it's a majority of kids that's walking around with a lot of PEs and may have history from their older siblings and shit like that, and don't even know what they got.
For sure. So. It's some that's out. I don't know if they out, but dude had them on because it's March Madness right now. You know, they was doing that on Nice Kicks. They had like the rundown of like different people who had PEs during the March Madness, and bruh from the Jayhawks, I can't think of his name. He had some 13s though, and they was just like the ones that just came out, the white and red
And
ones.
they got I think it's on the tongue.
Got the Jayhawk on the tongue. Hella
on the
clean,
tongue.
you feel me? And they with like little patches of blue in there, you feel me? Them shits was hella raw. If they ever bring those out,
I think the PE market right now though for like getting new PEs and everything is just all money.
It's crazy.
Like you don't have to hunt down a PE. You can Google it, get on Instagram, and you can find a PE, but you just gotta have that money. You don't gotta go know nobody that plays or anything like that. PEs right now is different.
I think they've gotten away from PE just because this collab game is so crazy now.
Yeah.
Like the collab game is so crazy. Like I think you posted it. Public School about to drop 3 colorways. Are they shoes? Yeah, they about to drop 3 colorways, and the grays already did numbers. Them burgundy things.
Burgundy one's gonna be
Nice.
Oh, you talking about the PSNYs?
Yeah.
I think those gonna be super limited though. I think those gonna be super limited.
It's like wheat.
They're not gonna be everywhere. Those gonna be super
Well, I
limited.
know they always got like the pair, and then they do their friends and family pair. They do their friends and family pair too.
Oh no.
What y'all talking about over there?
The 3 colors of the PSNYs.
What about them?
Oh, he just said it was 3 colors. I wasn't sure what the. There's wheat
It
for
was
sure.
wheat,
Yes.
burgundy, and like navy blue.
Navy
Was
blue.
it navy blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say let's go around. Which one would you pick out of all 3?
Out of those 3, or can I still get
just
the
those
grays?
3. No, just those 3.
The gray one is clean.
Them burgundies.
Yeah, I'm going with burgundy
I'm
too.
going
Burgundy for
burgundy.
sure.
Burgundy.
He going Mal. You about to say the
Wheat.
wheat? I was just about to say that. What you gonna say?
burgundy.
Burgundy. Everybody going burgundy?
Yeah, I would say because the wheat, nigga, I get a Timberland. Huh?
Yeah. What you going with, Jeremy?
Yeah, burgundy for sure.
Yeah,
And
burgundy.
then them navies.
Would you do it? Would you hit it with a lace swap though?
Hell no. With lace swap.
Yeah, you really
I
can't
hate
put
lace.
lace.
like, what color
Lace,
you
too
gonna
big
do?
lace. That's a shooters.
Nah, you can't hit it with a
Would you?
lace.
Would you wear them with the hang tag?
That's that little kid.
No.
No.
Would you wear the PSNYs with the hang tag?
I don't understand what it is with people wearing the hang tag.
I don't know why
Don't.
niggas wear the hang. If I see a nigga with motorsport 4s with the hang tag,
You trying to get noticed?
why would you wear the fucking hang tag? The new hang tags is like a big ass keychain. Like, why you wearing the hang
I would
tag?
say you might as well put it on your keychain for this.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Just keep the hang tag in the box. Do not wear the hang tag with retros.
All right. Last topic before we get up out of here. Since you talking about keeping in the box, hang tags and everything, what's the cleanest accessory you think you've seen with a shoe? Any shoe, whether it's a Jordan.
I like that.
Like the
I like
cleanest,
that.
package or kind of accessory. I'ma say. Go ahead.
Okay, what I was gonna say, I got something else though. What I was gonna say is the Jumpman, the big metal Jumpman hang tag.
On the Pinnacle 6?
Yeah, on the Pinnacle 6,
Okay.
or the flashlight with the DB5s.
That would have been my pick. I think that's the
flashlight?
DB5 with the
Flashlight.
flashlights because you could change it. It'll be to like the black light on. You can see the different designs, how they look under the light.
Though.
I like the packaging on the Slam Dunk 6s. I think that's pretty dope. I was able to win my pair at the Kicksmas party.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you won. I think with all this premium money we be paying for these shoes, they should always have a little extra something. I always said, I always said they should bring back retro cards too. Just that little card.
Always, yeah.
just that little
Bring
card
retro
is
cards
just
back. We
just
told
dope
them
to
that,
have
remember?
in a box. Yeah,
We told
And I
them
would-
that to their face.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, man. Yeah,
They
I
did
think
bring it back
Aquas,
for,
yeah,
yeah,
Aquas.
for some
That was the only.
They
that's
had
the
them for
only-
Hair Sevens too.
Retro
Yeah.
cards.
retro cards. We need some
Every
retro
day.
cards.
I think retro cards.
But yeah, but I think
I
if
think-
you've been in the game, my fault. I think if you've been in the game, you at the point where you want a story behind every shoe you buy.
Exactly. And when you spend that extra, you spend over 200. You better get
want
something
you want
extra.
some type of story or some type of. Before
Better get
every shoe
something
you got.
extra.
You gotta think why we on DBs, like every DB.
I think if your shit just come with a solid ass shoe box,
Like you
know
talking
what I
about
mean?
more
Yeah.
like a more constructed shoe box, like not like just a weak ass,
you know what I'm saying?
like a
if-
stronger shoe box, like a
Not even that. It's just like if your shoe, all right, say famous artist or some shit.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like how they did. Forgot what year was it? The Sabotage Dunk Lows, and they had the Friends and Family Edition box, where it pulled out and the designer of the Sabotage guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. If you
Clean.
get like a solid,
Yeah.
or like the
shoe box, you straight.
the concepts. What the fuck was the Christmas dunks called? They had a
Ugly
dope
sweaters.
ass box. Yeah, the ugly
Ugly
sweaters.
sweaters
That box was dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
whole packaging was dope.
came with an ornament.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we need. We need an ornament.
Everything.
Yeah, like when you,
So, you
Some type
guys
of
don't.
trinket. That's what
like you get Motorsport 4s and you paying over 200, you should get a helmet. Yeah, we need some extra shit.
You guys don't enjoy Jordan's signature on the box.
And I was disappointed in the cause box too. Like they should have let my nigga cause freak something on the box or
something on
something.
the
You know?
box, like
They
throw
just-
up on the box.
They gave him a regular ass box with 2 X's.
in the air under that shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, that caused the whole shoe should have been different. But yeah, we get it.
should have been suede.
I got
The
That would
box.
have been clean.
That'd
That would have been
been
clean.
dope.
Yeah, the box should have came with something.
I got one pair on the way. Shout out
Of
to that
course
one
you do.
person that helped me out.
Okay,
Check
check him out.
I just
got
got
his
lucky.
call.
How you been, fam?
He got his cause thing. What about I seen Khaled. He had the little meeting with Jordan,
Yeah.
and he debuted the Satin Royals. What y'all take on the Satin?
Secure the bag.
Secure the bag.
I wasn't
feeling
feeling
the
the first.
satin?
I wasn't feeling the first ones, but these though, the Royals,
So you wasn't feeling the bread Satins, but you feeling the Royals.
Yeah, I would say so.
They all right. They cool.
I gotta say them on feet. Once I see them on feet, like somebody having them, I be like,
I really think with breads and Royals, you probably could do any material and they still gonna be slapping. Except those ones they just did, they look kind of like fly knit. Those ones, was that what material was that? It's not fly knit though, but it
not
looked
fly
like
knit.
it's like was like a woven material.
Yeah,
Nah, all them fucking ones that I hate are horrible. You know what am I talking about? All them fucking new ones.
oh, them rare airs, the rare
the
airs.
rare airs.
Kiss my ass.
You ain't feeling those?
Hell no.
And the only ones I saw that was like worth talking about, I think it was the like the orange,
The
black
shattered
and
back.
white ones, them little off shattered.
But that's because
You're bringing those
That's
up
because you're
again.
in the market though for
Yeah, he
shattered
wants
backward.
those.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like you're
Nobody else wants those. Just wait. Somebody gonna give you those.
But look, because I want shattered backboards, I wouldn't get those because I want them. You feel me? I just get them because I want the fucking shit.
50 right now. Somebody.
And on the topic of shattered backboards, how are they back up to like $800, $900
Man,
when I couldn't get a pair off for $350?
I would say the crazy thing is what happens is like overseas we have the Asian market where like the little feet people and certain people wear it. It blows up. There's like a Korean pop star. I forgot what's his name. He's like their Kanye West basically, and whatever he
K-pop
wears,
dude. Is it K-pop dude?
yeah, or somebody, or I forgot what his like specific name is.
Yeah.
But whatever he wears, it blows up, and that's why the Fear 4s blew up, and they went crazy because he wore it. Everybody wanted it, and it just went crazy. And the same thing, he wore shattered backboards, I think, recently, like not long ago. And like, oh, we want it now, and the market just goes up a little higher.
Yeah, that goes with what we was talking about the last podcast. You know,
Yeah.
somebody, all you got to do is have that right person wear them,
And it's Liddy. Liddy
and it's gonna be lit.
Kanye going to Skechers.
Kanye, I don't know. Kanye is.
Shit, remember when Kim Kardashian was sponsored by Shape Ups? Well, no one wearing Shape Ups.
Nah, but ain't nobody following Kim like that.
You crazy?
Not us. We not following Kim like that. But there's people that are following Kim like that got the Skechers because Kim had them. But we not.
At all.
Let's end it off with hoard or bored. A shoe that you are hoarding or a shoe that is just boring. So we're going to call out all the shoes that we talked about today and go around. Whether you hoard the shoe or are you bored of the shoe? So let's start off with Vapor Max.
Bored.
I think everybody going to be bored.
Yeah, bored.
I'm bored for sure. What other shoe we talked about today? What other shoe we talked about?
Motorsport.
Motorsport?
Motorsport.
Hoard or bored? Bored.
I'm a hoard.
Everything is boring.
I'll
to me.
hoard. I'm a hoard. I'm biased. I'm a Forest. I love Forest.
I'm a hoard.
I'll take them for below retail.
I'm a hoard.
with it.
I'm a hoard because I feel like they gonna sit and they gonna get to the outlet,
Right.
and then they gonna be for below retail.
Yeah, I think those will make it to the outlet, and it's crazy
I'm for sure
because
hoarding. I'm hoarding those.
before the retro, them shoes was people's grills.
Right. You feel me? I'm a hoarding those.
Yeah, I'll take Motorsports for the low.
And we saw him early. shout out Complex. Yeah, for real.
What other shoes? What other shoes we talked about today?
Airmax 95 boots.
Well, we know definitely boring.
Goddamn.
Boring. What else
we
we talking
talking
about
about?
today? How about the Airmax? Sean's Airmax.
Oh, hoard.
Oh,
Yeah,
hoard.
Hoard.
Everybody's
Twice
hoarding
over.
those.
Couple of them.
Twice over. And I want a Supreme shirt. Some stickers.
What other shoes we talked about today?
Slam dunk sixes.
Hoard. For the right price. You already know my take on the hoarding board. If it's for the right price, I'll get them. Most of the shoes.
I'll say hoard because they actually started to grow on me. At first, I didn't like them. I was like, it's just kind of cool a little bit. So I'll say hoard. I'll say hoard on Slam Dunk 6.
I say bored for me.
I say
I don't
bored.
know. I think it's just something that if Jordan didn't wear it, just because I grew up watching a lot of hoops, it's like something that I didn't. When it first dropped, I didn't even care about it. I had people hit me like, "Come on, let's go camp," and I was like, "I'm gonna just pass."
I think that was a good shoe though. That was a good premium shoe though. That was better than a lot of the sixes.
They executed like really well when I seen it in person.
Yeah.
Like the finishing and the outcome of it, it was dope.
Slam Dunk sixes are dope.
SB 720s.
We talked about those?
Yeah.
SB 720s? Hoard or board?
I almost
Board.
I'm gonna say bored.
bored.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say hoard.
Bored.
No.
All that shit is boring. Name any shoe we talked about, board.
We want Flair. We want Ric Flair with every shoe.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it, man.
Might be it.
Me?
Yeah, let's go around. What
Yeah.
Airmax you got on today?
120s.
I just put out some 90s with some nice materials. I don't think they nothing special. So I just un-DSDs. I don't feel like going to my fucking storage. What you got on, Jeremy?
Some 95s. This is like the OG slate colorway. That
I want to
came
say
out
that
with blue.
I want to say that's the second colorway of 95s, right?
Yeah.
And then that third one was like the zebra.
It was
the
like
white
a
and
Z-
black.
Yeah.
What you got on, Nam?
I got on 90s the Tiger Camel Atmos.
With the
I was gonna throw on them 98 Supremes, but it started raining.
We should have threw
You got
one of
dressed
each.
today.
I got on Air Max ones. I never could get the right name for these. I just always go by the name on the back. It says Zoo, I think. ZHU. On the back of them, I think somebody told me they were like Beijings or something like that. But yeah, like I got these back in like 08 at Huff.
Y'all
You
tripping.
lit.
All y'all shoes is nice. It's raining outside. nigga.
Fucking
Got
Air
on.
Max Day.
I got on 120s that Mal was with me when I found, after he found his, at finish line, for the low, feeling like a champ. It's stormy outside.
But when you get them shoes for less than retail, that is the biggest win.
It's always a win.
So no matter what
Biggest-
shoe it is.
especially if you
Always a win.
like the shoe a little bit.
We walked in. He already knew I was gonna get it. I was like, cousin. I was like, I'm supposed to be shopping for somebody else. Oh, we got any events coming up?
We got events coming up with this Sunday, this weekend. I'm gonna say because I don't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday. We got the Litathon coming out.
Okay.
That's for smokers, but we'll probably be in the building. We might do a podcast. We got Barry got Soul Stay Winning collabo coming up.
Okay.
We got what else we got?
We got the Heat Hoarders tees dropping next week.
Heat Hoarders tees dropping soon.
Pre-orders coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got what's the next big event?
SneakerCon.
SneakerCon coming.
April.
Who got the
SneakerCon
date?
will be here April 29th, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hella quick.
That's gonna pop up. This first quarter of the year is over, fellas.
Got SneakerCon.
Like, it's going
Crazy,
fast.
That's crazy.
BET Experience.
Yeah.
We got my birthday coming up.
yeah. Birthday.
When's your birthday?
April 4th, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
right around the corner.
Yeah.
Turn that big 2-9.
What we did not talk about either is Royals
Just
Royals,
Royals, period.
dude.
next week.
They drop.
April
They dropped.
1st.
On the
April
first.
1st.
April 4th.
And supposedly, if you guys are keeping an eye out, I think Silver Bullet 97s will drop. People will
Oh,
release
that's
them on
what
the
my
first.
eyes is on. Them silver bullets.
Yeah.
We forgot about a lot of shit.
Shit. We kind of disrespectful when I talk about them silver bullets. But what
Gotta bring that back. What y'all think about the Royals?
them Royals, I need. He already put in his pre-order.
Yeah,
Or
any
plug.
Royals come
He
out,
already-
no matter what, we need them Royal things.
He already put in his
But
pre-order.
we seen the early pair and the like it had like kind of like the tumble leather on the swoosh and everything. So I like the Royals. I'll try to get the Royals, but if I don't get them, I'm not gonna cry.
Need those.
I ain't gonna lose no sleep.
Again,
I think
one's-
everybody that fuck with sneakers need Royals.
I think one's crossed so many platforms that we know this is one of those shoes. Like
It is.
everybody's gonna try to get them, no matter what industry or what person you are.
For sure.
So when did they start calling them silver bullets though?
I don't know.
Because I don't even know them as Airmax 90 whatever.
I know 'em as the Dan
I know them
O'Briens.
as Dan O'Brien's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan O'Breezes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
When they first came out, Dan O'Brien's got my pair early, 2 weeks early at Athlete's Foot in Great Mall.
Okay.
I didn't have them. My brother had them with with one of the Missy Elliott trash suits. With
The Cybertech?
There's a Cybertech,
Oh,
the
he
gray,
was
the
winning
gray
with the
thing. You feel
Cybertech.
me? He had that thing popping.
I remember when those shoes first came out though, all 3M. It was crazy when those hit the market. I haven't been excited for an Air Max in a long time, but I remember when those. I'm not excited for no Vapor Max. Yeah. All right, end this off one time.
All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here for sure. Appreciate our guests coming through, Jeremy. Anything last words you want to say?
Thank you for having me, for sure. Hopefully, I'll be back next time.
Yeah,
Appreciate you.
Anytime,
Appreciate
anytime.
you.
Shout out Soul Supremacy, everybody over there. Christian, Derek, Rob,
Everybody,
Scott. Who we miss? Name them all because we want to
everybody.
get them all a shout out.
Derek, Rob, Christian, Scott, Tony, Ty, and Son, and Mikey. So
All of them because
Don't come-
you need that team to get that.
Yeah.
Don't come through unless you bring lunch for the team. The whole squad. Don't come through. Appreciate our pop-up guests coming through. Tap in.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're gonna have you again. You right around the corner, so you gonna Nam will be pulling up all the time.
Yeah, he gonna be here. We got to get another mic outlet.
Yeah.
Get another mic external.
Oh, we didn't get into Pop's question of the day.
Pop's question of the day.
Pop's question of the day.
Pop's question of the day. Pops, he asked, "What's better, high tops or low cut?"
I know what he gonna say. I say high tops. If you had to go basically the rest of life, that's gonna suck in the
You
sun.
can't pick mid.
Nah, he said highs or lows. He said highs or lows, player.
Lows.
I'm going lows.
I'm going low.
I'm going high.
Them highs gonna be rough in the summer, boy.
But depending on what,
Yeah, it all depends.
It all depends.
on what high you getting. you
Yeah, yeah,
feel
it
me?
depends on the
think-
shoe.
But I think I'm going high though.
You going high with them Airmax boots, huh?
With the boots.
them boots, huh?
As long as not those KD8 highs, man. The hoops,
Man.
them crazy. I don't even know what those are.
Yeah. All right, well, shit, tap in.
The Heat Hoarders Podcast. The Heat Hoarders Podcast.
Olympic sixes, then switch it to the fours. Adidas, Vans, Reeboks, whatever I hoard. Phone posits, I got it. Pennies galore. Fresh up tea, pink dad hat for the whores. Cop from the internet or from the stores. If I got it, I cop it. Fuck it, then get more. What for? I live to be fresh. Probably in some answers when I jump, shot, and step. Tyron Lue a nigga. I ruin niggas with the shoe game. 5 pair in a month, passed on the flu games. I can walk across the east in these Asics. The jeans ain't designer, but a nigga ain't basic. Niggas ain't fresh, I had to put them in their places. I want some 17s, they better come with the cases. Jersey game, Mitch in the nest. Say what you want, but D nice did my steps. It's on. More shoes to cop, more clothes to rock. Hype beats is all over my job. Who you with? Mike's a nice, New Balance is tight. Man, you know my kick game is nice. Who you with?